Hello viewers, this is Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast on my separate called The Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to break your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And also, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will take your adult limits if you're under 18. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. Now, with this everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Boonboomger. So anyway, we see Tyre back at the headquarters working on a. It seems like he's working on a new boom car on the computers and whatnot. And Tyre was kind of feeling bad about Gimba leaving the team and whatnot. So basically, even the boom cars, even the Safari, the the Poseidon Zord and the Marine Zord felt bad that Gimba left the team as well, cause since they do have a bench, the only cars, they're the only cars that except for the Leo Russians of when the bench, artificial intelligence, and whatnot. So anyway. But even though Ty felt bad, Ty felt bad, that Gimba he didn't want Gimba to leave, but he understand why he needs to work out his issues, his anger issues, and and his revenge towards D-Race, and basically Agent Saba was there and whatnot. So basically to coordinate the Saba, we've been keeping tabs on Gimba, but on and off. But seems like we don't know where he is at the current moment. So anyway, after talking to Agent Saba, Boom Boom was like, are we gonna at least try to convince Gimma to come back, and they seem like Ty said, Gimma has some issues he needs to work out first. So basically, if we try to convince him to come back to the team, he will probably. He'll probably say no anyway. So anyway, Ty said I had to go meet up with my mentor. So basically, will you finish up this design for the latest to this latest boom car? It looks like a trailer or something. Look like a truck or something like that. Anyway, meanwhile, we see Gimba somewhere in the building, climbing up the stairs, climbing up in the stairway, some building somewhere, climbing up the stairs, and basically we see Minnow and Joe contacted, Gimba on Miss Wolfer. It's like was trying to convince him to come back, and basically basically Menno and Joe were like, we're trying to convince him to come back, and Gilbert said, no, 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 right now, I'm going through some things right now. So basically, right now, on a liability right now. So basically, you guys have to start contacting me and let me be. And basically, Gimma, was in his alien form in the stairwell, and basically he had, basically he needs sugar to keep himself in his human form and whatnot. And basically, he ate a lollipop and basically turned into his human form and basically reached the top of the building. Finally reached the top of the building that he was climbing up the stairs or whatnot, staring at, thinking about, getting revenge on the race. So anyway, after after Joe and Minnow was done talking to Gimba, and Joe's one of Joe's superiors, federal officers contacted Joe on his radio and basically said there's a weird sound coming coming from the area, who's from the area that you're in. It's like this blah 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 blah, blah the sound, and basically so basically Joe said, all right, then I'll go investigate what this where this weird sound is coming from. Anyway, meanwhile, we see Detroit, Tasha and Yaya, or somewhere in the same area near the playground somewhere, looking for the noise. And basically, D. Race was back at the hideout, guided them and said that so basically they was looking for the robot hound that was attached to Mad Rex's hip, and basically he wanted he so basically with the piece along with the piece that he got from the ISA and whatnot, that was also a part of Mavericks as well. He said that I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use the. I need to find out how another piece of Mavericks. I can bring him back to life. So anyway, so basically, D-Rex was using his little lizard snake thing to guide the Hachiani trio to find Mad Rex's little hound dog, and they did find him at the playground, and basically it took him back. It took the hound back to D-Rex and whatnot, and basically he was able to revive Matt Rex, but he's not the same Matt Rex before. He's Matt Rex Fury now, and basically he does not have the memories of the original Matt Rex. Unfortunately, he does not have the exact like he was able to bring back Mad Rex, but not the old Mad Rex, a new version of Mad Rex, but without the memories and whatnot he had before and whatnot. So anyway, what that done, D-Race gave Tosser a special key to make a monster, a special power up key to make a monster with an item, and basically he used it to make a. He found his own neon sign at the hideout that they're hiding at the warehouse that they're hiding at, and basically turned it into a monster or not. Anyway, while that was going on, basically, Ty went to go see his mentor Minnow and said, "I'm sorry about what happened with the passage being started by the Hachiadians." He said, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not your fault." And basically, he did not say it was a part of Mad Rex. He said, "Oh, well, for that item was a part was from outer space. Let's leave it at that." So anyway, basically, Ty picked up his sword that Ty was down, and basically Mano was, Ty's mentor Mano was like, was, chair tied up, and so and he said, "These are all the drawings that ever since you created the Booming, a lot of kids look up to you, and your fellow Rangers. So basically, I know that you feel down right now, but you do got a lot of people. You do have a lot of people. You and the others do have a lot of people that are behind you, and your quest to take down the Hokkaians and whatnot." And basically, Tyler felt better at the Netto, gave him that pep talk that cheered him up and whatnot. So anyway, Netto was so basically. Meanwhile, we see. So basically, we see Officer Joe and Minnow was still talking about Gemma. Like, it's nothing we can do about that now. And basically, like, Joe was talking about there's nothing we can do about Gemma right now. So basically, the best thing we can do is, is to is to move forward without him. It's to do our best without him. The rest of the do the best without Gimba for a while. Anyway, meanwhile, we see Gimba practicing on the top of the building rooftop, and basically we see Sakamo, Boombala, and Diesel showed up, and basically, Sakamo or Sakto Boombala was like, like maybe me and Diesel want to help you, seek revenge on D-Wade. After all, we do got information on him and whatnot that can come useful. And basically, Gimba's like, I see, I know what you two trying to do. So basically, you're trying to help me out and trying to get me back trying to help me out and get me back with the other Blue Rangers. So basically, it's not happening. So basically, but I will give you guys a for trying. So basically, like, oh, I did. So basically, Sakuma was like, oh, I did. Well, we can't. Well, we tried. So anyway, and Jesus said that don't worry, don't worry. If the others. If the others, if the others asked where you at, we didn't see you. So basically, D-Race used the power of the car. So basically, D-Race to order to bring Mad Rex back, he used the Hound Dog and the piece of Mad Rex and some gasoline energy from that carpet that was turned into a monster. It still had the gasoline energy and whatnot. So anyway, so with the neon monster, so basically a bunch of foot soldiers trick a bunch of people to go into a restaurant, go inside a restaurant, and the neon monster starts to drain the people who were trapped in the restaurant trap and whatnot. They're set up by the trio and a bunch of foot soldiers. So basically, while the monster was ready. So basically, D-Rex's plan was, once the monster is draining people of their gasoline energy, that gasoline energy is sent through the space highway, and that gasoline is being sent directly to the Hachi alien homeworld planet. So basically, D-Rex is like, I'm going to use the space highway. Every time a monster drains people of their energy, that energy is going through the highway straight to the Hachi alien home planet, which is a smart thing right there. So basically, bravo. I gotta give D-Race that he really is. So basically, from now on, every time a monster drains people of their any people of their energy, that energy goes through the space highway and straight directly to the hostile alien home planet. That is a smart thing. So anyway, the Rangers got word about. So basically, the Rangers got. So basically, we see the energy. We see the energy being transferred through the space highway, and basically the Rangers saw what's going on, and basically they went to go deal with the situation, but they were stopped by Mad Rex Fury and whatnot, and basically, like, the Ranger was shocked that Mad Rex is back and whatnot. So basically, Gimmo was not there, so Gimmo did not show up to help out the other Rangers. So anyway, so basically, so basically, Ty was like, oh, well, I don't know how you came back, Mad Rex, but this time I'm gonna make sure that you don't come back. I'm gonna take you down to shoot again and make sure you don't come back. And basically, since this is a different version of Mad Rex, he's who are you? Like he didn't know who Ty was because this is a new version of Mad Rex. So anyway, Ty morphed up and started to battle Mad Rex Fury, and basically, the other Rangers went to the restaurant and saved the people from being drained of their energy and stopping the Neon Sign Monster. So basically, the Neon Sign Monster was very powerful and had the ability to and took the Rangers to a different into a different dimension, and basically he took so basically, he managed to combine Shino, Sakamo, and Minnow with these neon ropes. But Joe was the only one who didn't was not confined by the ropes. And basically, Joe was I know that Kim is not here right now, but I will do the best. I'm not trying to be Gimmo right now, but I will still do my best to until he returns. So basically, that's when Joe mustered up the courage, mustered up the strength to take down the Neo monster, and therefore was able to free the other Rangers, and they were able to return to their turn, able to get free and back to their dimension and whatnot. So anyway, like usual, Yaya used his glow beam to make the neon monster grow, and basically Boom Boom showed up, and basically and combined with the Pat Wagons and the Pat car, and formed that formed the basically the police Boom Boom police Megazord combination. So basically, with some with some with opposite Joe's determination, the Rangers about to get the Neon Monster, and basically the Neon Monster was destroyed by Boom Boom in his police Megazord combination. So basically, we see D Rice was watching the whole thing from the warehouse, and basically, and Gimma, was watching the whole thing from the warehouse, and basically, after staring at Boom Boom, he was like, wait a minute, I think I know that robot, and that's when D-Rex decided to call back Mad Rex Fury from fighting Tyre, and basically Mad Rex Fury retreated by ordered by D-Race, and basically Tyre Tyre was was kind of puzzled by Mad Rex retreated all of a sudden, and we see Gimma turned out that Gimma was there watching the whole fight between Mad Rex Fury and Tyre the whole time. Anyway, after that went down, we see Shino Boom Blue in the underground parking lot somewhere, and this car pulls up beside him, and we see in the window the back passenger seat roll down, the window of the back passenger seat roll down, and we see the boss of we see Agent Cyber's boss, and also the boss of the International Space Agency talking to Shino, and basically he said, "Well, this is the second time that I'm gonna hire you." And basically, and this is how the episode ended with this note. Turns out the head of the International Space Agency hired Shino before, and this is his second time hiring Shino for another job. And basically, and we see the episode ended with Shino just staring at the boss of the International Space Agency, and basically offer him another job, and basically this is how the episode ended on this note. So anyway, things are starting to get interesting right now. Things are starting to get very, very interesting right now. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode? Good, bad, or just okay? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. Anyway, sign off on Screen Reviews. 1,